This is Dec speaking. 4 minutes on the Net With Dec. Here I am in my wood again. So what have I got for you this week? A lot of people ask me, and I've had a few questions, a load of questions in fact, and which is the best way of writing a song. And although I'm not known to be a great writer, I do know an awful lot about writing because I've had so many hits singing the songs of other people. And in that way I can examine what other people are doing. And I've written a lot myself as well. 3 ways of writing I've worked out. First way is to write in your head. And I would suggest to you, and a lot of people have told me, I've learned this from a lot of people, that it is actually the best way to write. Just picture the song, picture the whole thing in your head as a completed song, with the orchestration, all the production and everything behind it. That's one way of working. Now, the other way of working is with a guitar, with a piano. Most people think that's the most common way of writing, and it probably is. Right through the 60s, the Beatles and all that, everything they did was written on a guitar. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Working with a guitar, very, very popular. Working with a piano is even more complex because most piano players, or people who can play piano, have got probably a classical background. So they've got more idea about harmonies and that, so you can get more intricate songs. I would suggest that the Neil Diamond songs, they were mostly written that way, because I do know Neil was actually a pal of mine, still is. But Neil wrote the stuff on guitar very simply, and then his traveling keyboard player, who was with him all the time, would take it and then, as a keyboard player, make it more convoluted and made it more complex. And a third way of writing, which I would love to actually have been involved with, but I wasn't, because most of my stuff was written either on piano or in my head or on guitar. But the third way is, to my mind, the best way for today type rock songs particularly, and country songs, is to write with a band. So you have a bit of an idea and you have it almost finished, and you go into the studio with the guys in the band and they play it. Simple chord sheets, you play it, and they add bits, because the drummer will say, oh, what if I just do da 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 da, and then the guitar player says, oh, I've got a good riff, yeah, maybe we can loosen it up there, stick in an extra 4 bars. And then that's the way, and that way you get what Stevie Wonder often said: leave room for God to walk through the room. Lovely way of saying it. Sibelius said, music is the silence between the notes. Another way of looking at it. If you've got a band and you've got the rhythm going, and even in this day and age with hip-hop stuff and that, you've got the rhythm flowing from a computer, you're almost encouraged to let the rhythm speak. Leave the odd 4 bars, leave the odd 2 bars. And, you know, whereas with a picturing a song in your head and the words are going all the time, and even with the guitar, the words are going all the time, with rhythm flowing. And also, I suggest that people write with, you know, the crazy cheap keyboards with the rhythm pattern on. They're marvelous for writing songs, because that rhythm will encourage you to just leave a few bars, leave an odd space, leave an odd 10 seconds, leave an odd 2 seconds. So there's 3 brilliant ways of writing: in your head, with a guitar or a keyboard, or with a band, or band could be computer as a hip-hop song, or it could be just a crazy rhythm keyboard. So there we are, 3 good ideas. This is Dec, dec@makehits.com, dec@makehits.co.uk. You can send me an email, get in touch with me if you've got any ideas, because this is where all these ideas come from. People write to me and they give me ideas for doing these 4 minutes on the Net With Dec. I hope this helped. If I can help you at all, get in touch with me. And don't forget, makehits.com, makehits.co.uk, on the net. See you next week. Bye.